Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Bommer BB5040-450-640. You can see that that's an unusual kick on there, but if you're looking at this hinge, you probably know why. Let's dissect the part number. First of all, BB stands for there's two ball bearing packets on this hinge. The fact that it's a standard weight, 134 thousandths leaf thickness, would mean that there are two bearing packets versus a heavyweight that would have four bearing packets. The 5040 specifically refers to the fact that this is a raised barrel hinge. So a raised barrel hinge is a raised barrel hinge. You can see that the axis of the pivoting axis of the barrel is in an unusual location. Okay. What a raised barrel hinge is used for, and this hinge can be used either in this sort of orientation or in this sort of orientation. Okay, you could pull the pin out and pull this button tip off and just reverse it if you wanted to, which you likely would. You would probably want that on the bottom. Is for when you have a condition where the standard position of a barrel would interfere with some treatment on the wall over here. You may have seen situations, I'm going to draw a little sketch. You may have seen situations where you've got a frame like this. And I'm going to draw the door in now. And for whatever reason, there might be a jamb extension added to the exterior of a door. That would be a typical situation. Your door might be set in to the opening like this because, just in one example, you might have had a jamb extension added on. Maybe to flush out to the outside of a stud or a masonry wall sort of condition. So in the example here, you can see that I will draw in with little dots where a normal hinge would go. So that would be a problem. You'd have to carve the backside of the frame around. Sometimes that's not an issue. So when you take a hinge like this and you kick the barrel over, or the axis of pivoting over by moving the barrel over, calling it a raised barrel, you eliminate the condition that you would see. I'm going to draw it in on the other side now. You would eliminate this problem that we're discussing by kicking the pivot that way. Okay, so you eliminate the problem. That's fundamentally the need for a raised barrel hinge. You really wouldn't use it for any other reason other than the fact that you have a conflict between the frame and the door and where the hinge barrel needs to reside. I can't think of any other reason why you would do that. You obviously have to have all raised barrel hinges on a door. You can't mix and match because of the axis of pivoting would not be correct. So now that we've talked about raised barrel, you can get this raised barrel from Hager in several different sizes. Not several. You can't get into the 4-inch range with Hager, or below 4.5 and probably 5. Okay, certainly several different finishes. This is a steel base hinge. Okay, it's a magnet. You could do it in a non-ferrous metal like a stainless, or a brass or bronze base. You can get this sort of hinge with radiused corners if you should need that. You can get this sort of hinge with a variety of different considerations regarding a security pin over here with a NRP, non-removable pin, or a security stud, etc. You can get it in a variety of decorative tips. This is what they call a button tip, just regular. You can get the most of the decorative, the most common of the decorative ones: ball tip, urn tip, steeple tip. Okay, you can get those as well. There is a link below this video to the cut sheet, which is really a template showing everything important dimensionally about the frame. In addition to that, it shows this post-it note that's stuck to my, it shows on, it would have saved me a lot of work had I realized that drawing was there. It shows how this is installed in a raised barrel sort of condition using that sort of application. Okay, you can get this as a 5-knuckle hinge. You can get them as 3-knuckle hinges as well. And very good quality hinge. It's unique because it does solve that problem, which you don't see often, but if you've got that problem, then you've got a problem. And this hinge really makes that go away. Again, this is 134 thousandths of an inch leaf thickness. It's going to include all wood screws, all metal screws. I think they're all wood screws in there. Yeah, all wood screws, all metal screws. So you can go wood, metal, or metal frame, wood door, metal frame, metal door, which is one of those. You know, sure, you could do a wood frame, wood door as well. That would not be, you know, impossible to do. And that link to the cut sheet also shows everything important dimensionally about the template pattern on the holes. Okay, that's what they call a template pattern. It shows where all those holes are located. Okay, Bommer is a full-line manufacturer of all things hinge related. Not only raised barrel hinges like this, and I just want to show you the Bommer logo there. And right above it, it says Made in USA, a fact that Bommer is quite proud of, as am I to represent them. Bommer is a full-line manufacturer of all things commercial hinge related. A lot of specialty material, material that's just made to order, real good quality, fit and finish, and exceptional customer service. That is for sure. If you have any questions on the Bommer BB5040-450, we didn't cover that part of the part number. 450. It means it's a 4.5 inch hinge, and would be what is considered 4.5 inches wide as well. Okay. And then the 640 is the oil rub bronze. 640 means it's oil rub bronze finish on a steel base material. Okay, I think we got it all. Any questions on the BB5040-450-640 raised barrel hinge from Bommer or any other Bommer product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.